Hey, Kittch. How's it going? We're here for some happy hour. I'm ready for a drink. I'm not gonna lie. The holidays, this mama's a little stressed. If I'm being completely honest. But I'm so glad you're here. Obviously, I'm somewhere a little different than my kitchen. I'm actually in our basement right now. We have like a little wet bar. So I thought it'd be fun to have y'all over at our basement bar to make some coconut margaritas. So welcome, grab a stool. My name is Kristen Solorzano. I am the recipe developer and content creator behind What's the Freakin Recipe, where I share semi homemade recipes for busy people like you. So thanks for joining. Okay, coconut margaritas. Let's get into it. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to do, I'm going to kind of get you guys down here. These are my, I thought it'd be fun to do some trivia too. Okay, so first what we're going to do is we're going to rim the glass with some shredded sweetened coconut to kind of give it that snowflake look. So I have some cream of coconut here. I use Coco Real. That's a good brand to use. Honestly, I really like it just because, oh my gosh, you see that? Just got it all over me. Luckily, it's delicious. Just because it has a squeeze bottle. So we are going to be using this in our margarita as well. You could also use Coco Lopez. That's also a nice choice. When I'm just squeezing some on a plate, because this is going to work as our binder. I'm making a mess. Let me get a paper towel. It's going to work as our binder to hold our sweetened coconut in place. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to rim the glass here. It's going to act as the glue for our glass here. There we go. And then, see that? And then I just have some sweetened coconut. You can find it over by the baking section. It's also really nice if you toast the coconut beforehand, but I'm keeping it as is just because to me it reminds me a little bit more of snow that way, but it's also very delicious if you toast it. Kind of give it that toasty look. If you're comfortable, you can come on up to the chef's table. I'd love to hang out with you. You can also toggle over to the recipe on the right to get the full drink recipe. This does make just one margarita, but it's super, super, super easy to batch it. So you just make it ahead of time and then pour it over ice when your guests show up. Look at that. See? Nice and like frosted, right? Okay. So now that our cup is done, set that off to the side. We're going to start making our cocktail. Okay. So for the margarita, I have a cocktail shaker here. Let me grab my ice out of our tiny little refrigerator here. Okay, so I'm just going to use like a little bit of ice because we're going to fill our glass up with ice as well. Okay, tequila. I'm using tequila blanco just because it is a coconut margarita. I do want to keep that white color. I mean, honestly, it wouldn't be the end of the world if you also use a Reposado. So I'm going to measure 2 ounces of tequila. I actually went to Total Wine today and I just bought this little shot glass because before I'm just like, yeah, a shot, an ounce and a half, kind of guessing it. But this way, you know, keeping it true. And then I'm also using Cointreau, which is an orange liqueur. You can also use triple sec if you don't have Cointreau. And I'm going to do an ounce of that. So 2 ounces of tequila blanco and then an ounce of Cointreau. Pour that in our cocktail shaker. And then I'm going to do about 2 ounces of cream of coconut. So I do want to call out that there is a difference between cream of coconut and coconut cream. Coconut cream you'll find over by like the coconut milk, and that's very different than cream of coconut. Coconut cream is unsweetened. Cream of coconut has sugar in it. So, but if you're unable, this is located by the liquor and the beer and the wine. But if you're unable to locate cream of coconut, you can absolutely use coconut cream, but you will have to add sweetener. So a simple syrup or agave. So just keep that in mind. Add that in there. This is going to be so good. Okay. And then I thought it'd be kind of fun to amp up the festiveness and add in some lime zest. And then we're going to juice half of a lime into the cocktail shaker. I love a good holiday cocktail. I'm not going to lie. Some of you may be saying like, you know what, like coconut though? Like, yes, absolutely. I'm going to be making some coquito next week, which is, if I'm being completely honest, it's, I guess if I had to compare it to something, it's like eggnog's much, 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 much more attractive cousin. Like much more attractive. It's made with coconut milk, sweetened condensed milk, cinnamon, nutmeg, and rum. So good. All right. So I have our lime zest in here. And then I'm also going to juice half of a lime right into the cocktail shaker here. Yes. Yum, 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 yum. Trying to get every little bit of lime juice that I can. There we go. Okay. So now I think we're about ready to shake. Let me try and move some stuff around on the bar here. But before we do that, I'm going to get our glass ready. And I'm going to fill this all the way up. I know I should be using, I mean, this is my cocktail, okay? So I'm allowed to use my hands with the ice. But if you're making this for somebody else, maybe, you know, not do that. Do as I say, not as I do, okay? All right, shake it up with a cocktail shaker. Get all of that coconut cream mixed in there. Get it all nice and shaken up. I'm so glad you're here, having a cocktail. There we go. And then we'll do a little. Oh my goodness. That looks so delish. And then, just because I'm a little extra, we got a garnish, right? So I have some dehydrated lime wheels here. So I'm going to stick that right on top. And since it's the holidays, going for that green and red vibe, I have some sugar dusted cranberries, which I also did on Kittch the other day. So I'm just going to kind of set, oh my gosh, the sugar just kind of like fell right off. There we go. Boop. You know, we're going to do another one just for good measure. That is cute. Cheers, y'all. Happy holidays. Oh my God. That is so good. I mean, I knew it was good, but I think it just hits different on the weekend. You know what I mean? That's it. That's how you make a coconut margarita. But I thought it'd be fun to just kind of do like a few trivia questions for the holidays. And in honor of the first night of Hanukkah being tomorrow, December 18th, I thought it would kick off our trivia questions. So, where is the world's largest Hanukkah menorah situated? Any guesses? You can guess in the comments too if you want to. Anybody? Okay. So it's situated in Grand Army Plaza in New York City. Cool, right? I thought so. Okay. Let's see. This is more winter than it is holiday. So which country has hosted the most winter Olympic Games? No Googling either. You're not allowed. I know it's at our fingertips, but resist the urge. Okay. It was the United States. So they hosted the Winter Olympic Games in 1932, 1960, 1980, and 2002. Don't worry, I clearly don't know that off the top of my head. If you're following me on Instagram, I Google what kind of cheese I eat sometimes. So I don't know everything. I don't know all the things, and that's okay. We're all human. We're learning. Okay, 2 more questions, and in honor of my sweatshirt. What year did the movie Christmas Vacation come out? I'm gonna take a drink while you think about it. Any guesses? 1989. I was 4 years old. Okay, last one, last trivia question. How old was Macaulay Culkin in the first Home Alone when they filmed it? He was 10. He was 10 years old. That's it, Kittch. I thought it'd be fun to kind of just do like a quick little happy hour to kick off the weekend. I know it's already Saturday, but you know, sometimes just a Saturday cocktail hits different than a Friday cocktail. You know what I mean? Well, I just want to thank you for joining me in my basement bar. I have some fun streams coming up here on Kittch. So on Monday morning at 10:30 Eastern, I'm going to be making migas, which is corn tortillas, fried corn tortillas mixed in with eggs and cheese and some salsa. So delicious. And then I'm kicking off the 2-part tamale series here on Kittch. So I'm going to be making tamales starting on Wednesday. I'm going to be making the filling for our tamales. And then on Friday, I'm going to show you how to make the masa dough, as well as form and steam the tamales as well. And then we're kind of headed into Christmas, but I'll see y'all back the following week here on Kittch for some fun New Year's Eve, New Year's Day themed streams. So you can also check me out on social. I am on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at WTFIN Recipe. And thanks for coming by, Kittch. I love having you here. Take care. Enjoy your weekend. Talk to you soon.